Okay guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we will going to perform an practical on the EC2 instance, how to launch that particular EC2 instance. So firstly, uh, in AWS offers plenty of services based on different domains and different domains. Such like we can see here the analytics, application integration, business, compute, storage, game development, internet of things, machine learning, and lot more things. So here we will go to the EC2 instance and launch one instance here. Okay, the first thing comes to our mind is what is EC2, what is the importance of EC2, and what is required for that launching of EC2 instance. So EC2 basically is a web service which aims to make a life easier for the developers, uh, such like by providing the highly secure and resizable compute capacity, and we can scale up or scale down our infrastructure depending upon the demand. And not only that, EC2 instance can be integrated with almost all services of the Amazon, and the best part of this system is to um, the best part of this system is to pay for what we use, is the best part for this system. Okay, so for the first we will require an the AWS account for the launching of EC2 instance, and after that we will require to launch the EC2 instance. The first process is to uh, first step is to doing that, to we have to set the name or tags for particular EC2 instance, EC2 we have to create. And second is the application and OS image for this EC2. So we can firstly we require an AWS account, and then for compute capacity when we require to the EC2 instance. Here's how we go about is doing that. First we required an AMI, means the Amazon machine image, which is we will write to. Here we can select the manage operating system which we like to deploy our app, or any system configuration with high compute capacity. So we require to select all the application OS image, and or the software packages depending our requirement. After that, if we select that, after that we have to create the instance type. Okay, so basically the second step is to create one instance, or basically a hardware on which we will going to work on. And this hardware will depend upon how to select that hardware, will depend upon the which is what is the requirement, what is the workload, and the intents of the workload. Here we can select our number of instances, how many instances we would like to create, and on which subnet we can select that, on which subnet we have to create that particular instances. The basically the first three steps are basically about all the all the basic volume of OS and the storage capacity. Here we require to add additional storage for the fourth step is to create to add additional storage depending on upon the our application or a system configuration which we will require for that particular instance. We will add that configuration storage. So after that, we'll require the tags, or we will say that the what is our tags, what is the importance of that tags or the key pair. Okay, so tags are used to identify the particular instance, or for if we have created example, we have created the 7 or 800 instance, how we going to identify that particular instance. So the tags comes in the pictures when we name that particular meaningful name to that particular instance, where we can set the name for that particular instance, and what the purpose of being launch that instance we will identify after we will set that tags. Okay, after that here we see that the network settings, or network settings. In this we have to set our subnet, our network ID, and we have to configure the firewall security groups. In this security group, for configure this security group, it is also known as security group, in which we will allow or deny any network that can access our that particular this particular EC2 instance. So uh, here we can select anything, my custom IP or my IP, that who wants to what I want to um, uh, who can access this particular EC2 instance, that can be done from this particular interface. And after that we will go to the after that. Okay, we will set some additional information to that instance to create that or things. um, the same step to we have to configure all the we'll configure to so you have to review all the configuration, and we'll lastly we'll launch the instance. Depending on here, we can select our which our region where we want to launch our EC2 instance. We can select that instance. So okay, we will start that particular instance. So very basic. So we will require an AWS account or AWS account. After that, we will go to the EC2 instance. Here I will go to the EC2 instance. Here you can see that my instance running in 0. My instance running is 0 here. So I will create one instance here. Here you can see there is no instance created. I will create one instance. We will create to the launch instance. Here, here we can select what is, as I mentioned the steps, how many instances I want. Here I will select only one instances I want. In which region? So I will select Asia Pacific Mumbai region. AP South 1 is the code for this region. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so first steps is to give the name or a tag of our instance. I will demonstrate the practical, so I will give the name YouTube Cloud. Okay, I have set the name for that particular instance. Yes, the application and OS image, Amazon machine image. Which operating system we will require? We can select here. I will select the Microsoft. I will enter this. So here we come to this window. Here we can select. I will select this Microsoft Windows Server 2022 base Windows Data Center Edition English. Okay. Here we can see this is the freely available. So I can select that also. Okay. Here you can see that. Here you can see that I have selected the AMI image, Amazon machine image. So we can see that what is the specification of this image. Okay, after that we have to select the instance type of the hardware which we will require. So here we select the freely available instance type, because we have only free account. So I will select the T2 micro here, because we can see that one CPU, 1 GB memory, current generation true. Or we can select yes, only T2 micro I can select. This is freely available. Okay, I have selected the T2 micro. Okay, key pair. Key pair is used to access that particular EC2 instance. Here I have no key pair, so I can create one new key pair. So I will deploy YouTube Cloud key. 1 minute. Okay, so I will do here ppk file for Windows 10. So I will create here create key pair. Okay, this will downloaded in our, yes, it is downloaded. For accessing that particular EC2 instance from the command prompt, we can access this particular instance. For this we need a key pair. Okay, here is the network setting, which subnet do I want that instance, particular instance, or anything. So here this will I will let this to the default. Yes, then we have to configure the firewall system. Okay, so we will select the security group for what anyone we here we can select that who people can access this particular instance. I will select here anywhere, or if I select my IP, the only the when we I search my IP. Okay, my IP address. So here we can see that my public IP is this. So I can set that public IP to this also, but I will here select only anywhere anyone can access this. So this is the 0.0.0 slash 0. So 0.0.0 slash 0. So anyone can access that particular instance. So the security group is group task is to allow or deny any network depending on our setting. This can be a connection depending on the IP address and port number. Okay, here the fourth step is to add external additional storage. I will require only, I think, here after that we will configure the additional GB we will require to do. So I have set the 30 GB here, and after that we simply advanced detail is not required for this only. This So we will simply here we will do the launch instance. Okay, this is checking creating our instance. Yes, our instance is successfully created and launched successfully. Okay, all instances. Here you can see that our instance is created under the tag YouTube Cloud. Okay, 1 minute. Here we can see our the public IP before configuring DNS, security group, key name, launch time, and platform. Here we can select that. Yes, it is running and it is successfully run. So here we can see that our 1 minute. Here we can